auto shutdown canceled.
Hey yo, what's up? Wait, let me place the chat in a nice spot so I can see everyone's messages. Ah, eto. Ah. Hey yo, Kayaban, Renz Limil. Shout out. Hello everyone, Rafael from Hardware Sugar here. If you don't know me, uh, I'm one of the owners of the PC shop Hardware Sugar, and we also have a YouTube channel where we do stuff like like this. Hi, John Ruben Ocha, shout out special. Hi, John Tobias. Is this a sign? Is this a sign for what? Oh, hold on a second. You know, something is slowing down my downloading stuff. I don't know what, but I think I know. I think I will pause whatever that is slowing down the download. Yo, John Tobias. Is this a sign to quit arcades and play? No, it's not a sign. Parang ano yun? Parang delay yun yun, yung face ko. It's not a sign because we finished arcades. And then after that, we ended up doing this. So, my opinion about out of focus. Yeah, the problem nga is that the camera is a bit far. If I do that naman, I'm still out of focus. Alright. Let me see. Like, I have to be like this. Ayan, camera's better. But then parang no, freaking weird. Still working. If you guys see my desk setup, really, it's not like there's some things that I still don't understand how to do properly, like this to position it properly, for the camera. Hirap. Like I'm already using a mirrorless camera. Hey, ex-conde, Brian, Jeff. Actually, I already have. You know what? Shit. Let's chit chat first. I mean, like we can always play. We can always play. Oh shit. Where's my? Anyway, whatever. I already have a tour of my PC rig. If you go to our YouTube channel, I have a video called my desk setup, so Hardware Sugar, PC desk setup, and then the whole thing is there. I have like a 10-minute video about it. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it because talagang I single-handedly picked out all of these small pieces during the 2 years of COVID. So parang like if there was anything that I was most proud of, it would be this damn desk setup. And kasi it took a lot of time. The research for the table itself was taxing. But yeah, and to answer si John Tobias, I don't recommend quitting ACADS and playing because it's very helpful to have a practical degree to fall back on in case the worst happens. So, for me, I can make that decision because I have made sure that I always have options. And also it's really good for the ego. I mean, it's helpful to be a lawyer because like almost everyone and anyone has a legal problem. And the difficulty about going to ano yan, a lawyer is sometimes the lawyer is just so difficult to understand. Like he just says all these terminologies which you're not familiar with. But ako, I get a passion and a kick out of explaining the very complex things into very simple sentences and day-to-day stuff. And that's also why I also was a law professor for undergraduate students in LaSalle. And um, some of my friends asked me to apply to teach in the law schools, but I declined because honestly, it's like I would find it, ano yun, I wouldn't find it very fun to teach law students because it's very, you need to really, it's, parang I can't be myself there in that environment because it's very strict. Like we always need to make sure that we're not just teaching the law in law school. We need to teach the law so that they pass the bar. So there's a lot of pressure there, and there's not enough time to allow the student to fall in love with the law. It's really fun when you actually understand how things work. And that's the one thing that I can explore with undergraduate students. Because undergraduate students, they're young, they're opinionated, they haven't been fully molded yet. And I have an opportunity to get that interest. Now, whatever they do with that interest afterwards, whether they go to law school or not, it doesn't really matter. The point is that they need to have that experience that it's not as difficult as what people make it out to be. So, is your hi Casey Boyo, shout out. Good evening. Is your trip still a go, sir? My trip? I don't trip go. Give us. Hi, Jason, Ian, Kabuhat. Yeah, so yeah, I decided now I'll make a title. I'll make a title now. I quit law school. I quit the law profession to play games, which actually isn't entirely not true. It's I am really playing games, and I'm not doing a lot of legal work anymore. Oh yeah, definitely John Ruben Ocha. Finishing school is still important even if you end up doing other than what you studied for. I think that personally, I really think that that even though like the gaming thing is unrelated to what I learned in law school, the concepts and the discipline I learned in law school really follows me everywhere. Like we can't do this YouTube on a hardware sugar store if we weren't committed. Of course, you can learn commitment anywhere else, but in law school talaga, I feel like it was drilled into us. Now, hey, we have to finish like 200 pages by tomorrow, read it, and then after that recite. And hey, by the way, even if you finish reading those 200 pages, you still might fail, and we won't give a damn. So I mean, it's a slice of very difficult life which they taught us, and we experience that every day in Hardware Sugar. Sometimes in our YouTube channels when we just don't when we are trying to produce content fast enough for people to view. Okay, see Edric Spy Master. Hello, sir. Will you be playing also Ready or Not? I don't know Ready or Not. I'll check it out. Trip abroad. Trip abroad. Sino nagsabi na mag-trip abroad ako? Actually, right now I'm just staying home. I think I might go to I might go out of town next week, but not abroad. Hi, Benson Santa Ana. But can law school beat the 1995 to 1996 Chicago Bulls? Depends on the context. Si Sir Anton pala. Si Casey Boyos. Anton said he was leaving the country. I didn't hear that. Wait, message ko nga siya. Hold on a second. Let me enter. Casey Boyos said that you said you were leaving the country. All right. Sup, sir? Good evening. Hello, T. Sais? Is that how you say your name? Sais? Uh. Hi, Wheelie 1 is an APU enough for MS Flight Simulator 2020 like Ryzen 5 5600G. The problem with that is it probably you might be able to get the game to run, but will it be fun to play with? I don't know. I don't think so. Like I have difficulty with my RTX 2080 Ti, and that's still a relatively good graphics card. So you could still play it, but it won't be very smooth. That's my opinion. Like you should really get a dedicated graphics card. Hi, Jesus. Favorite law subject? Magandang gabi. My favorite law subject was transportation law. Transportation law was so much fun. Like there was so many readings, but really it was fun because our teacher was also a lot of fun. Like he was this young guy and he talked about a lot of fun stories in transportation law. Um, like the classic case is a a Philippine Airlines flight way back, like many years ago. Um, One of the passengers got kicked out of the flight because a quote unquote, and this is the actual words of the case, a white man wanted to take his or her seat. And so the flight stewards or stewardesses actually removed a Filipino from his or her seat. Actually, I think kicked off from the flight entirely. It was an overbooked flight, and then this white man Dao wanted a seat, and the airline just let it. Just yeah, okay, sure, you're a white man. Yeah, we'll just kick out one of the other passengers who isn't white. And so that was the issue was there a breach of a contract of carriage or transportation or any that's the transportation law contract. I won't go into it, but I mean, like it's those kind of things like the flight steward or stewardess being unruly against you, or passengers being unruly to a flight steward or stewardess. Or rather, one of my favorite is assuming that a flight steward gets a free ticket. Like let's say a flight steward wants to go to Cebu from Manila, and apparently my flight not available, and then the airline allowed him or her to board the plane. But you see, that flight steward or stewardess didn't pay. So therefore, if anything happens to that flight steward on the flight, let's say like let's say he bangs his head in the toilet or something, because my turbulence or something, is the airline liable? And I believe the answer to that is no, because there was no contract of carriage. There was no payment. See, it's the limits of what you can ask the airline for depend on the contract. So anyway, yeah, I can't believe I just went talking about the transportation law. Si Jesus kasi asked, what's my favorite law subject? Francis, as much as the lifestyle of law is difficult, it's nice hearing your sincerity for the profession, but nevertheless, just do what you love, man. We'll be here supporting. Thanks, Francis. It's, I don't blame the law profession in the Philippines. I don't know. I haven't thought too deeply about the law profession in the Philippines. All I know is that even my own friends, like I look at Instagram of my friends, and then they're like again, I saw a lower batch, 1 year lower batch. His hearing in the courtroom was outside in a parking lot, tapos may electric fan, and then walang, there was no shade, and then it was just like a desk in front, and then like there were these two seats, and then the electric fan didn't even have a grill. Like it was just barely running. Like it was such a tragic state of affairs. Of course, I know it's COVID, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing that actually, even in spite of walang COVID. I mean, it's a depressing side. I mean, it's not. I mean, like it needs to be done, but parang it takes the willpower out of you when you see situations like that, and sometimes it's just endless paperwork. Like parang ano yan? Like the cool thing about law school is it really gets to exercise your thinking muscles and your creativity. But when you get out of law school, the actual legal work, the more difficult part is filling up the paperwork, getting and drafting a contract which isn't exactly special. Like sometimes the easiest mistakes to make are I didn't put the correct address, or I didn't put like we forgot to put like a paragraph, or someone pressed backspace, mga ganon. And I mean, I much like the theoretical more about the law rather than practicing it sometimes. But hell, maybe you should ask a lawyer who is practicing more if ever you're interested to know more about how the legal profession goes. It's just that I've always liked gaming, and I put off, doing more specialized gaming stuff because I spent so much time in school. We all went to grade school, high school, college, but not everyone goes to professional school. And law school is one of the longest professional schools to go to because MBA I think is 2 years, right? MBA, Master's of Business Admin, is 2 years usually somewhere. There are actually some international schools like INSEAD that give a 10-month course. But law school, fine, and med school, fine. Med school actually might be longer than law school. But law school is 4 years, and then you need to take the whole year, the 5th year, to study for the bar. So that's half a decade, okay? That's half a decade of, where you can't explore. So, and, if I wanted to pass, needed to make sure that I didn't game or take, a sub-career in this or whatever this is. There was a mention kasi noon na may plan kayo mag-trip abroad sana to Thailand. It was mentioned who was ever handling the HWS YouTube chat. Ay putang. Actually, that is true, Casey Bolyos. Yes, I was I might go to Thailand, but I'm still waiting on something. But but I can't believe what do you call that? Okay. Hi Kaimer. I came across yung video mo about tips of buying monitors. Then nakita ko live stream mo. Magandang gabi, idol. Kaimer, magandang gabi. I think you might have watched Anton's video about buying monitors. I have some videos about monitors. At parang yung kuya ko. Siya yung gumawa ng yung video niyan. Naglalag sa manhole. If someone orders a full PC build and they're from outside Luzon, do you still do deliveries outside of Luzon? Hi, McCoy Velos. Yes, we do. In fact, we assemble the PC all together in our shop, and the only thing we don't put in is the graphics card. Everything else, the cable management, the AIO cooler, the CPU, everything, including the OS, it's all ready to go for you. And what we do is we put bubble wrap inside the PC so that when we ship it, there's some protection. Kasi usually the problem that comes up with the shipping an assembled PC is during the delivery it's shaking. Miski konting shake, the RAM might be a little bit loose. So we try to prevent things like that by putting a lot of bubble wrap inside the PC. Now we don't attach the graphics card in there because parang ano yun, it's delicate. So the customer, when he or she orders a full PC build, will have to just slot it in. It's actually quite easy. I mean, the putting in the graphics card, you don't need to worry about it. Like the cable management, grabe, yun ang pinamahaba. Compatibility to parts will take care of everything, and the OS. Okay, Paolo Varona. Oh, you're commenting on the white privilege of the case. Do you regret not being a lawyer? Sabi ni Un Gravity 21. Of course not. Never. A lot of the ways that make me me is because I'm a lawyer and proudly a literature major first. Like, it's very unique because the law forces me to think in a very progressive manner. I can't jump to step 3 because I know there's step 1 and 2. And it really forced me to be disciplined to do things I don't like to do. You know how you like doing something, but if you have to do it a lot, you don't want to do it anymore. And that's the law right there. Even if you want to tap out, like you're out, like you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, otherwise, sayang tuition. Sayang everyone who's rooting for you. Now you let them down, and hell, sayang you let yourself down. That you didn't that I, for instance, didn't pass the bar or something like that because I didn't study hard enough. And then I have the literature major part, and that to me is very valuable because I'm also a writer, and I've always had this very creative aspect to it. So now I have two things. I have the creative aspect, and then I have the logical and the discipline aspect. And so, yeah, it's very handy. Like lots of the videos that I do on Hardware Sugar, it's scripted first. So I pretend that I'm writing an essay, and then I just read it out in front of the teleprompter. GM Larana, shout out to my wife Zobel, streaming here in Pagadian City. Shout out, GM. Have you ever wanted to a Linux daily driving challenge like Linux? No, I never wanted. Maybe you should try it. See, Anton was into Linux before, like for normal stuff. Like, parang yung, oh yeah, I know how to Linux because I can, kind of thing, but never like, oh yeah, I really want to master it now. Isn't it always med versus law? Casey Bolyos, it's always been med school versus law nga. Especially here in the Philippines because parang our parents or our grandparents grew up also with that mentality. Ngayon though, I'm really proud of the career options out there. Like you can be a financial advisor without even having a financial degree if you put up a YouTube channel and if you actually do your own research. We're living in interesting times. I'm not saying that the med school and the law profession suck now. I'm just saying that you don't need to be limited to those careers anymore. Hi, Josh Stout. Hi, David Malone. Siho M57 versus Sharkoon SJS40. Oh man. Yeah, just go with Siho M57. You know what? The thing with the Sharkoon, I don't understand. Si Anton liked the Sharkoon. Ako naman, I like the Sharkoon, but for different reasons. I like the Sharkoon kasi maganda siyang tingnan. But then, actual usage, grabe, ang lapad niya. My ass, it wasn't being hugged. Sorry, I like my ass being hugged. That's the best way, for comfort for long periods of time. Hi, Harold Giron. More law school tips, Sir Rafael. How delayed am I when I'm reading this? Sorry, Anian. I know, Anian. I know I know you said this some while ago. Harold, more law school tips. Well, it depends. I don't know, Anian, what year you are in law school. There's a guy who I can't remember, but there was a guy who was in law school, I think third year, and he messaged before asking about advice. I can't tell if that was you. Is that you? Let me know. More law school tips, Sir Rafael. My number one tip is always read and master the bar Q&A of all past bars, the past 10 years. The UP Law Test Center always has answers to the bar questions, and I'm telling you that was the one most useful thing I ever did in bar review. Like talagang spot on, ang daming lumalabas galing sa mga lumang bar. Or even if it's not the exact same question, sometimes it's the exact same question. Even if it's not the exact same question, it points you towards the topics that the examiner likes to like that examiners in general always like to ask. So, yun talaga. I regret not reading those bar Q&A questions and answers during law school. I only tried to master it during bar review. But yun talaga, grabe. Yeah, man, that's super important. Toughest part of lawyering is making bureaucrats do their job, expecting all judges to be fair all the time, and managing your client's expectations, especially about the aforesaid. Uh, Wheelie, I totally agree with you. Uh, yeah, we live in a country na paper pushing is really important. Like you need to find a way, and well, it just gets depressing. I won't go into, alam mo na yan. Uh, but yeah, sometimes even if you're right in the law, if you're late, you're screwed. Or actually, one of the God, talagang I really can't comprehend is these government agencies that release a circular telling you how to do something, and then the problem is that sometimes that circular isn't even on their website, but you still need to comply. So you're like, I didn't know that this rule existed, and you didn't make it available easily for us to know if the rule existed. And yet, when I'm actually there in the department or in the office submitting whatever I need to submit, you tell me, "I by the way, sir, we released a new rule. You need to follow this." And then I have to go back home to do that thing, which, you know, I had no idea existed. I mean, basic shit like that. Like sabihin mo, like, I mean, like, let's have a timely. So I'm not even gonna comment on the BS circulars and rules that they put, which parang just added more requirements. So that's in addition pa to the fact that some of the shit is just unnecessary to begin with. Own Gravity 21. Yes, I watched Suits. In fact, when I was in law school, Suits was on season 1, and it was super awesome because like the first few episodes really reflected what we were studying at the time, corporate law. And so it was really cool to have it was really cool to have it was really cool to watch something, and then after that lumalabas sa exam. I know the teacher didn't intend for it, but there was a question about preferred shares of stock in the exam, and I had just watched the episode in Suits about preferred shares. Hi, Hiro Alvarez. Sorry, I just joined the stream, but do you still practice law? Uh, Not in a serious manner, but parang like some people think that do you practice law? Do I go to courtrooms and stuff? No, I don't go to courtrooms anymore. But I still practice law. For instance, like some people, like a lot of people, they call me up and they'll be like, "Hey, I got this problem. Oh, anong gagawin ko?" Usually friends, sometimes friends of friends. And I give legal advice. Sometimes I draft contracts and I charge for it. Of course, it's always good to charge. And someone actually asked me to do a video teaching regular people how family law works and succession. So I did that. So it's more instructive. How do you stay motivated while you were still studying law? Elijah John Mendoza. That's a very long-winded answer, but it's unique to everyone. I will start with number one. Holy shit! You know what? I'm just like I might as well just switch muna to the regular camera. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, I'm super damn blurry, guys. Teka. All right. he's super close. Yeah. Yo, Fujifilm, what's up? Ugh. Maybe I should just switch to my cell phone cam now. Alright, maybe. Here, I got an idea. Put the ad back. Hold on. Uh, then after that, we can play some games. 0 hour. Where's the zero? Ah, in the Rainbow Six Siege. Hold on, guys. All right, there we go. That should do it for a while. Elijah, how do I stay motivated studying law? Let me start off first with what I used to do when I was studying for the bar. So that means that I had already graduated, and that was 4 years. So what I did was I got a piece of paper, yellow pad, and every time I felt like hindi ko na kaya, I wrote attorney, and then I put my full name there, and I wrote it 15, 20 times until I got tired. Like, I wanted to be able to write to it made me feel like there was something to look forward to. So I really liked that I just, attorney, Rafael Conejos, and then so I just kept going. I didn't tell anyone I was doing that, but for me, it motivated me to keep going. Another tip that kept me motivated was make sure you have good friends. Shit, like ano yun, I don't think I would have made it out of that. I wouldn't have made it without a good support system. Mahirap if you are shy and you don't want to be around other people. Being a lawyer requires to be confrontational, and you need to have good social skills, and especially so yeah, good support system for any motivation for practicing law. Own Gravity 21. Who is your inspiration? Who's my inspiration? Well, actually, my inspiration presently, because during the pandemic, I got obsessed with Haruki Murakami's novels. So yeah, he's a big inspiration to me presently. Like he wakes up at he's like what? I think he's 70 already. He's a Japanese author, and then he got super famous with one novel, and then parang the whole world erupted, and then now he's like super rich now, and he's a cool dude. Like, he likes jazz, listening to old records. He wakes up at 6 a.m. and he's 70 years old, so he can run like 10K or 20K, and he does a marathon a year. So, and then at the same time, he writes novels that are, to me, very memorable. Does Sir Anton share the same sentiments you have about the law practice? Jesus. I don't know. Yes, maybe a little bit more, actually. Actually, he might be more jaded than me, but you'll need to ask him that. John Rubnocha, shout out to my friend Jason Kabuhat, who's also watching the stream and is currently in Zambales. Oh, okay. That's your friend pala. Yeah, see, Jason was the first one to message here. It was me, sabi ni Harold. Oh, okay. That was you. Full brother mo ba si Anton? I haven't seen him inside your room, pero baka I missed it lang. Dr. Dro, yes, he is a full-blooded brother, and we did some streams already. If you look up our YouTube channel, we have some streams where he and I were, what do you call that? Discussing some products together. Gawa ka ng channel, Sir Raf's Law Tips. At B. I don't know. I thought about that, pero maybe when I go back to teaching law, that'll be more relevant. Are you in the crypto market business? Anton is in the crypto market business. I am in the standard stock trading business. So I trade stocks. I monitor stocks. It's fun for me. Jesus Hex, I'm going to law school, but I don't want to protect bad people. That's a good thing. Good for you. One of the very first things they teach you in legal ethics is that everyone deserves representation, or everyone deserves a lawyer. It's not fair when people don't have a lawyer to represent them, no matter how guilty they are. And I can't. Well, I mean, like, sometimes kasi a person can be guilty, but it would be just to allow him to be free. And let me explain that in one simple analogy. Let's say that a person knows that let's say there was a hot tip na drug addict to, tapos ang daming shabu and cocaine or something in the house, and then let's say the police found out and they were like, oh, let's go get him. And so at the dead of night they break in and they were like, uy, ito shabu, and then they take him to the police station and then they charge him. I would say, because there was no warrant of arrest or no search warrant, and he wasn't doing anything other than sleeping in his house, he should be let go. And you can't, because there's a rule that you can't use evidence which is illegally obtained in court. Just imagine. I know it sounds weird, but imagine if police were allowed to enter anyone's houses, your house, because of a mere suspicion. Tapos, they say, justified naman kasi we found something. But what if they didn't find something? How many houses will we allow the police to just barge in and then until we say no? And so, in the greater scheme of things in terms of justice, more people will be protected if we don't allow those specific cases to happen. And by the way, sorry to go back to your first part, Jesus Hex, about the law school thing about not being able to protect bad people. You have the right to choose. You have the right to choose who your clients are. Do you think Axie is a good source of income on Gravity? You should be asking Anton. Ako, I wouldn't bet my whole career and life on playing Axie Infinity. Like, I know that you can just be a trader, or you can also just get people to do it for you. But it's good to have. I would say, good to have a second source. Hold on, I don't even need this. Hold on a second. It's good to have a second source of passive income, cryptocurrency wise. Like, is Axie the best? I don't know, but you should give it a try if you're genuinely interested, and you should do your research. Missing circular, is that the Bureau of Immigration? Parang lahat eh. Hello? Alright, sorry. My microphone is very sensitive. Konting movement, it unplugs. Yeah, Jesus, parang a lot, especially in local government. Like, you have to dig eh. You have to dig for those circulars. Abdul, it's business. It doesn't matter if they bad or good. That's one way to look at it. And you would be ethically correct, because if a man can be denied representation perpetually because people believe he is guilty all the time, then it's not a fair system. So you can I know I actually I have some law professors who defended very morally questionable people. Sometimes I wonder why they did it, because they were actually these law professors that I had, they were pretty awesome people, and they were fun, and I couldn't understand why they would want to protect these individuals. It's not for me to judge. But anyway, yes, the law profession allows it and requires it. Lance, what are your thoughts with Ace Attorney? Ace Attorney, is that the game? Hold on a second. Oh, the video game series. Oh yeah, I remember this game. This game came out DS before. I haven't actually played it. But I heard it has good reviews. If you're given a chance to defend a murderer and you knew he did it, what would you do? Own Gravity 21. Well, I would choose. I wouldn't want to represent someone who murdered somebody. Now, if your question is if I am forced to defend someone who I believe murdered somebody, then I'll execute it to the best of my abilities. Quite easy. I can say na number one. I mean, there are a lot of defenses involved. I really need to know the facts of the case. But parang mahirap for me on a personal level. I want to be able to give it my best. However, if I do see something there that might prove worthy to fight for, like I said in the earlier example about how a police officer barges in because he has a suspicion na may drugs doon sa loob ng bahay, pero suspicion lang, walang warrant. If it's related to something like that, I might do it because it protects other people, not just himself. So, Rafael, are you a member of a fraternity in law school? John Hiron. No, I am not a member. I am not a member of a fraternity in law school. Number one, because LaSalle doesn't allow fraternities. That's number one. But actually, no, that's not my number one reason, but that's number one. Number two is, a lot of my friends, some of my close friends in law school are in frats and sororities. But what I don't agree with sororities and frats because, the whole legal profession, the point of it is to treat everyone equally, to help each other out. To have these fraternities and sororities, it's bad because it stratifies and it divides. So as a people, we're already very divided in opinions. Tapos in the legal profession, where you have the blind lady balancing stuff, symbol of justice, is supposed to be completely fair and stuff. Parang the whole point of a sorority and fraternity ruins that equality. You need to give preference to somebody over another person purely because of this membership in a group. Yeah, I know. It's fun. It's fun to have I understand the appeal. The appeal is because not a lot of people are reliable, and so sororities are like a special group na they get to choose their members. But parang the way it's been shaking out is if a person gets in trouble, the sorority comes to help bail him or her out. So I feel it's bad in a in a societal manner kasi we're giving preference to certain people over others. Kaiser, is it bad? Oh, Elijah Mendoza, thank you for the 25 peso tip. I can't believe you sent me a tip. I am started playing it. Thank you. Kaiser, is it bad to turn away guilty clients? Or is it similar to a doctor where you can't turn people away? Is it bad to turn away guilty clients? Okay, so there are many ways to answer that question. Number one, how do I know they're guilty? Like, it might look like they're guilty, pero they're not really guilty. In which case, kawawa naman siya. He wasn't given a chance. And also, there are guilty people who also do not deserve to be prosecuted simply because the legal system wasn't followed. Yun nga, the example earlier I said na na walang warrant tapos nag-barge in lang yung mga police. So, is it bad to turn away guilty clients? It is bad. It is bad because everyone deserves a defense. And sometimes um even if you don't like the client, what you're fighting for helps other people indirectly. I me. Are there pre-law courses that prepare you for law school? Mm, like you can take legal management. They call it LM. But I don't really think that it really prepares you for law school. Like I've seen some friends I think LM would be the closest thing that prepares you for law school, but parang it I wouldn't have recommend. I'm happy that I picked literature because it gives me a creative mind and it gives me good writing skills, which is important in laws in becoming a lawyer. Kasi if you go LM, parang LM is what? 3 years in LaSalle, 4 years in regular universities. And so you have 4 years, well, more like 3 years kasi you major usually on the second year onwards. You have 3 years of law here. And then after that, you have additional 4 years of law school. And then you have the bar. So you have 8 years dedicated to just parang one profession. Parang ano yun? You might end up being a good lawyer or ano yun, but you might be also just burned out with just one thing. Nakakasuka. Okay, it's to be dedicated for him to a single thing for 8 years, like learning one thing for 8 years. Drives me crazy. Like look at me. I taught literature, I taught law, I write essays, I write short stories. Some of my stuff is Inquirer. I game, I make YouTube videos. I'm all over the place. And, another person might say that I'm not focusing my attention in one thing and then profiting from it. And another person would say that it's good to be able to do a lot of things because you never know where you're going to strike gold. And I'd rather shotgun and learn many skills rather than master one single skill, because if I just master one single skill, then if I fail in that area, I have nothing to look forward to, both on a professional level and on a personal and emotional level. When you pick a profession, you need to be able to say you love it. And you got a problem if you can't love it. My job vacancy, Jan Jmar. It just got filled. Owen Gravy. Sorry, Pokemon trainer. I'll just play Pokemon and not earn any money. Yep, Pokemon's good. Thoughts on How to Get Away with Murder series. I have watched the first episode. I didn't continue all the way. So I really can't talk about it. Sorry, Lance. Hello, your content is fire. I'm a fan. Thanks, Ringo-chan. Thanks for supporting the channel. Isa Rafael, I bought my system from Harbor Sugar last year. Just wanted to say thanks again for the smooth transaction. Helix Dimensions, you are most welcome. And glad that you're joining us for the stream. You don't need to it's super, you support us so much just by being here and watching the videos. You don't need to buy something from the shop, but you can if you want to. But I just want to say we greatly appreciate our customers saying hi. Parang we get a lot of friends now because of it, because of the PC builds. Tama yung sinasabi ni attorney, si Romel Gonzalez. Leah Magnay, hello. Tech Wolf, not to be judgmental, but the first time I saw you, you look like a prof of law or a lawyer. You look like a prof of law or... Well, Tech Wolf, I don't think you're being judgmental. I think you're just calling me out how I am. So, thank you. 21, bro, if you do your own readings, include how Ponzi works. Is it true that you really can't avoid hazing when joining fraternities? Hiro Alvarez's question... I don't think I'm I haven't been in a frat. However, I know kasi yan, when I was, when I was in law school, I would hear all these all kinds of stuff. And parang there were some sorority like okay, I remember now. There's a sorority. I don't know if sorority is haze, but fine. I can't tell in my memory if it was a sorority or a fraternity. Tapos their test to get that person to be part of that sorority or frat was to recite some provisions of law. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, corny naman yun. Like, I mean, you're going to, like, how does memorizing certain words merit prestige ba? I mean, like, I know it's good to memorize the law to pass the exams, to understand the law, but memorize the law in order to earn a prestigious status in a group, parang it's so fake. I mean, that's how I see it. Like, it's weird. Like, like a whole for sorority and fraternity is all about brotherhood and sisterhood and intimacy. And then after that, you're gonna accept someone as your brother or sister simply because he memorized some paragraphs. So I don't know, and I don't really have. I don't know how to comment. I don't have a comment on how fraternities do their thing because I'm not part of a frat, and it's possible that I'm missing out on a lot of things that I could have learned if I joined the frat. But as it is, I'm happy nevertheless. Kaiser, thanks, Sir Raf. Thank you. Casey Boyo. Sorry, someone asked. John Ruben Ultra, Sir Rocky, are you familiar with Attorney Libayan and his channel Batas Natin? Let me check. Holy shit, it looks cool. Alright, let me check his. How many subs does he have? Oh, wow, 247,000 subs. Oh, okay, I'm gonna sub. Thanks, Liam. Thanks, thanks, John Ochia. I'll I'll watch his channel. Looks like a cool dude too. I like his t-shirt and then the guitars in the background. I thought you're a professor from one of computer subjects, Patrick Lara. No, that's a. Well, I could see why you might think that because we sell hardware and that was hardware sugar, but we're all about saying that you can do anything you want provided you just want to do it. Kasi yun nga, this is not our. We weren't taught how to do business. We weren't taught how to build a PC in school, but nevertheless, this is where we are right now. When will we get a hardware sugar justice episode? Like what's your concept for that, Liam? Like like say you like yung mga customers who screw us, tapos we report namin sa police, tapos may GoPro, tapos we're all entering inside and be like, oh, siya yung nag-send sa akin yung instead of yung PSU, naging air pump. I hate that air pump guy. I'm not gonna swear. Moses Reyes, where did you finish law school? I finished law school in DLSU. I was part of the first batch of the law school. And it was Dean Jokno, who is running for senator, by the way, was my dean. And I am proud to say that he really is all that he says he is. Like, he is a morally upright person. There's genuine concern for the poor and the underprivileged and the people who are unserved. Like, I've heard him go on for 5 years. We were on first name basis. Our dean, si Chel Jokno, he made it a point to memorize all our names in campus. And so every time he saw us, he would call us by our name. And it was just so personal. My only problem with the Dean Jokno is he's relatively soft-spoken. So he might have difficulty actually winning the election. But you see, my thing is, we need to have leaders kasi who know how to get the work done and who have a good moral compass. It's true that communication is very important, but right now, I don't know. I would trade. I would trade some communication skills if we can at least get an honorable person there. Oh, and one thing that Dean Jokno did tell us before was he wanted to scrap the judiciary system. He said that we should have a jury-based system. So that might be interesting. Uh, See, Argo, you already have good looks, kind heart, and bright mind. What do you think you need more or aspire for? Thanks, Argo. Uh, it's today is actually it's been a very today I actually been a very difficult day. So thank you for that. Those kind words. What do I need to aspire for? I guess I need to. I still feel like I haven't found my place in the world, what I want to really do, but I know that I'm on the right path getting there. And I know that I need to learn more skills and to do things um that take me out of my comfort zone. Like, look, like what am I doing right now? I'm literally talking into a microphone to 50 people online, and it's so surreal. I would never have done this a year ago because parang didn't consider myself ever entering into the streaming profession or even to do it like even ordinarily. So what do I need? What do I think that I need to aspire for? I need to find myself, which I think a lot of us always kind of have in the back of our heads. Oh, but also I want to I might as well tell you guys now. I want to delegate some more of my free time into to writing and finishing my novel. So like this past couple of months have been very difficult because we had to move the store. I was the one who found the new address, and then I was the one who fixed it up. Ako nagbuhat ng gamit along with some of our other team, but like talagang like man, it was very stressful. So that took up a lot of my time. That's why I don't have a lot of there's not a lot of hardware sugar content videos coming from me lately. But I'm working on 3 right now. But that's also why. And yun nga, I also want to allocate some time to other creative endeavors. Patrick Star Lara, your voice suits the ASMR, sir. Thank you. Actually, I heard that comment. Like, I was surprised. Like, I made a critique video about Battlefield 2042. It wasn't really a review, but it was more like me saying why you shouldn't buy it and why it sucks. And I was surprised by the comments that they were saying that one guy said there na I with my voice now I can make any video. I'm like, oh wow, that's the first time I've heard that before. And then my voice now brought some life into the video. And actually, one thing I want to say is that I made that script. I voice recorded it naturally as did it in one take. So thank you. To be honest, I didn't know that my voice was nice to listen to. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm saying that a number of people have been saying that they like my voice. Thank you anyway. Hardware Justice na yan, sir. Law firm ni na Sir Anton and Raf. Casey Boyos. Pokemon trainer, mahirap ba talaga mag-law? I'm thinking of studying law while working as a dev. That's not unheard of. I know a lot of people who were like super very different profession than their law school. I had a schoolmate in law school who was, I think, graphic design artist that tapos nag-law school. And he graduated and he became a lawyer on time. Then you also have engineers who also become lawyers. So, Pokemon trainer, mahirap ba mag-law school? Yes, it's hard. It's very hard. You need to do things that you don't want to do sometimes. And as I said earlier, you need to have something more than just, I want to be a lawyer. You need to have more than that in order to get through there. Because it's 5 years, and even those 5 years, that doesn't guarantee that you'll actually become a lawyer, because you can end up failing, and then you need to ask yourself if you have the if you still have enough of of your soul to continue going on. Hi, local Nico. Updated po yung PC Builders HWS site? Yes, it is always updated. Arctic 240 versus Deep Cool 240. Go with Deep Cool 240, Sanjeev Kumar. Paul UC. Chel Jokno for senator? Yes, definitely. So in conclusion, will you vote for Lenny or Marcos? This is not a political channel. However, I did make a special mention to Chel Jokno because he was my dean, took care of me, and I actually wrote an article about Chel Jokno when he last ran for senator, which he didn't win. But I did write an article because I felt like I owed him. I owed him something. So if you check the Inquirer, like you type in Inquirer, I think the title is Chel Jokno Who. And then Rafael Conejos, I have an article about Chel there. He's talking about election. Who's your press? No, I'm not answering that. 21. The fact that you called out Pokemon trainer. Okay, here we are. Okay, let's all be nice here in the chat. Let's all stay cool. Bakit po yung mga lawyer kailangan pa mag-aral for how many years pero yung gumagawa ng law yung iba criminal pa? Vito. There's no easy answer. You know what? Vito Valencia. I have an easy answer to that. And the easy answer, which I have been thinking about this for some time now, because I couldn't understand it. And the easy answer is that the root of the problem isn't the law. The root of the problem is Philippine culture. So, what is culture? Culture is what you see on Facebook, YouTube, IG. That's the modern Filipino culture right now. And it doesn't matter no matter what the law says, if the people don't care about what the law says, including the leaders, then it's not gonna be enforced. They'll find a way to say, eto, guidelines lang to, hindi naman kailangan i-follow, lahat naman, mga ganon. So, actually, that's why I was earlier saying that I'm really proud of my literature degree, because in undergrad in literature, we were taught to understand, essentially the human problem, which is that we are so varied in our opinions and our beliefs, and the trick is to get people to change, but you can't force people to change into a certain manner. You need to position them subtly by, like, I don't know, maybe releasing a movie that's pointing towards maybe we should do this kind of thing on a political standpoint rather than this. That has to be very subtle. Because if you just tell a person, you should vote for this person, wala. No, the instant reaction is rejection. Because we don't like being told what to do. We need to want to do it. And that takes a long time. And so there's a concept of subject positioning where you do small things so that over time, you get to accomplish a paradigm shift. You can't force the paradigm shift in one go. You need to leave a little, you need to do small things in order to lead to bigger change. And you need to guide people. Ano ba yung system natin now compared to a jury-based one? Hero Alvarez. Our system right now is we have a judge, and he's the one who decides based on listening to the witnesses, reading the case briefs of the two parties. He decides who is guilty and who is not. Okay? Or who is entitled to what. Because there are two kinds. There's criminal cases and civil cases. Now, we don't have a jury system So a jury system means that ordinary folk are recruited to hear a criminal case, and then they vote on whether or not he or she is guilty of a crime. Here in our system, only one person, the judge, determines the guilt of an individual. Now, if that person is found guilty, the accused can appeal to a higher court. So usually that's the Court of Appeals, and there are several judges there, and then if they convict him, then the accused can also appeal finally to the Supreme Court, where there are also many other judges. So in a sense, it's not really based on a single person's opinion. It's several judges if you use all your appeals. Pokemon trainer, didn't know Jokno is like that. I thought he's just a meh official. Good to know. Yeah, chill Jokno kasi yun nga, as I wrote in my article is chill Jokno who? Kasi yung hirap dun is parang no one knows him enough, and because he's not bombastic, he's not loud. And yun nga, you also won't find his face doon sa mga cantuna or yung mga ganun, like, you know, yung mga hot, yung mga freebies na nabibigay dyan sa street. Kasi ayun, he's not like rolling in it. But yun nga, parang we shouldn't vote for a person just because we see their name on a can of tuna or in the billboards everywhere. Sandro Gaming, ultimate tip to survive law school. I already said some. But definitely you need to be religious in your readings. Like, you can't stop. You can't okay, I'm gonna skip reading today and then I'll just do double time tomorrow. No, it's not possible. It is not physically possible to learn complex concepts like that. Wait, let me do that again. Yeah, that feels good. You need to, in order for a concept to actually finally melt into the depths of your brain, you need to read it and conceptualize it over and over again in small intervals but consistently, rather than one long interval. Our brain doesn't work like that. The brain is very limited in what it can understand in one sitting, no matter how long yan. Like, just imagine, like, the first hour is actually our most useful hour when we're studying. Then after the second or third hour, our attention wanders na. So you can't just force it. So you need to be consistent. So Sandra, you need to be consistent in your readings, and consistent in your readings. Patrick, you're doing great, sir, and you have courage to take steps, especially streaming and talking to a mic in the net. Yeah, it's pretty fucking scary, you know, like I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, tapos yun, naka-on pa rin yung mic, even though, what you call it, I'm not intending to stream, or yung camera is there, like proper ningat talaga ako. It's not easy doing this, and actually, I psyched myself out originally. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna be streaming for like no one or one person. Am I ready for that? And I'm thinking, yeah, I have literally nothing to lose. And what helps me with that mindset is because I have accomplishments that I'm very proud of. I am not ashamed to say that I passed the bar. I'm a published author. And I'm happy with my academic accomplishments, and I'm happy on how I use them. So so yes, if no one's watching me on the stream, okay lang. I feel like I've earned value for myself. Mine your GPU. Hello, hell yes. Just read your article on how unappreciated journalists are. Quality writing. Oh, thank you, Mine your GPU. I know who you are. Oh man, you know that article. You know, I read one of the comments of that article was na I was paid to say that, or some bullshit. I was like, I'm not paid. This is like I just emailed it. I'm not even paid. Tapos ano yun, galit na galit siya. Someone commented in the Inquirer site about that article some years back. Na anyway, Uh, podcast sugar. Hi, David. Go. Good evening. Good evening. Liam McKnight, you should start a podcast, really. I think we should nga. Like, it never occurred to me that people actually listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts. But I guess, yeah, maybe I guess we should start a podcast. All right, that's true. I'll get round to it and writing it down. I mean, actually, it's easier from podcast for me. I'll have a good outline. Because to be honest, Anton and I can just keep going. We can keep talking and talking and talking and talking. Walang end yan. Chris Alvarez, interesting topics or cheers. Thank you. Mark Lewis, what do you do to cope up with the stress? To be honest, it's very difficult. Like, what do you call it? You really just see the facade that we want you to see, mostly because we also want to maintain our privacy. So we don't want you to see us crying or stressed out. The fuck, but yeah, we're stressed out. And we really, sometimes what do you call it? It's very difficult, and it's not just the hardware sugar. Like, we all have personal lives also. Things that we have very little control over, and it's very frustrating. And my stress relief, actually, to be honest, my stress relief lately has not been playing games. Right now, it's been reading books. I've been catching up on a lot of my favorite fiction. Actually, if you watch the Expanse TV series, I've read all the books except the latest one, which just came out 2 weeks ago. So I'm super piped to read that book. I work out. I'm trying to work out every day, and I also cook. I cook all my meals. So I like to eat healthy, and I feel really good when I make a really good dish for the evening or the afternoon, and I'm like, damn, I cooked that. That's better than anything in the resto, and like 3 times cheaper. So that's how I cope with the stress. Cooking, workout, and removing myself from toxic people. Paolo Verona. Hi sir, kumusta? Pala yung business nyo, how did it fare, especially during the pandemic? Well, actually, Paolo, we actually have 2 businesses. We actually used to run an Airbnb with like several rooms. But then, talagang, the pandemic, talagang, shit. So, Hardware Sugar took over. And we had to close down the other business. But really, Hardware Sugar, like, just sort of like grew exponentially out of nowhere because of because of the one video that Anton released about save money and avoid these PC mistakes. So yeah, we grew very well thanks to the YouTube. Actually, thanks to that single YouTube video, lots of people began messaging us, inquiring for us. So yes, we're doing all right. I wouldn't say we're great. I'm saying that we're doing all right, and the future is bright. That's all I can say. Liam McKnight, Chill Jock No Who, May 9, 2019 by Sir Raf. Wait, let me type that. Parang it was date was that? Or ano yun, parang natanggal na yung essay ko. This is a long time ago na rin eh. No, it's still here. Here, I'll even show the... how do I show desktop? No. Anyway, yeah, so... Oh, yeah, that's right. May 9, 2019 nga. 2019? That doesn't make sense. It can't be 2019. No. The dates are wrong here. The dates are wrong. I wrote this like ages ago. But yeah, that it is on the Inquirer site. It's a popularity contest. Planning to wait next gen GPUs. Yeah, if you can wait. There's no need to rush into anything. Like as I said kanina, how I de-stress. I'm not even playing games anymore. It's kind of sad nga. It's kind of sad, but adulting, life gets to you. Is it safe to go to corporate law? Chris Alvarez, is it safe to go to corporate lawyer than being in a law firm? Safer. Usually the common practice is all new lawyers go to a law firm because the law firm is very important because it teaches you the practical things that you need to do, the things that you need to file, the things that you need to write, not so much the conceptual part. And usually at the law firm, it's very stressful. It's very stressful, high stress siya, high stress in law firm. But you need that training so that you can branch out from your own. So what lots of lawyers or young lawyers do is they get the experience they need, tapos they switch corporate. Corporate kasi usually it's usually focused on just like a single thing. Just a couple of few things lang naman, not as intense. So usually you get lucky by getting a corporate law office which pays you more and you get less work. But you only qualify for that if you've got good experience, which you need to go to the law firm. So it's a chicken and egg thing. You need to get the experience from the law firm first before you go to the corporate law thing. Mar Ferrer, good content, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mar. Julian Turalba, are these ordinary folk trained or briefed on how to come up with a decision? If we're talking about like Filipinos, well, hell, even like it's an unfair question because we don't have we never had a jury system, so we don't even have any culture, like we don't even have movies or TV shows na Filipino which would teach people what a jury system works and how it acts like. So we're not prepared to just act it out right then and there. We would need to do some training and stuff. But how the Americans do it is, kasi my sister is an American and she actually had jury duty. It's very interesting listening to how kasi in the States you are forced. You need to do jury duty. When the letter comes in, you gotta do it. It's like and I think you get fined if you don't appear for jury duty in the States. You get paid for the day, but hassle yan. And then your employer is forced to let you do jury duty. Anyway, so like in jury duty in the States, you actually meet with all sorts of people and you like just bounce back. Oh, is he guilty? Kasi sabi niya ganun eh. Pero sabi ni judge, bawal natin bawal natin gamitin yung itong ebidensya ngayon kasi illegal yung process na napagkuha. So I mean, like, it's interesting. I mean, like, these are ordinary people. They don't have a law degree, and the fate of someone is based on ordinary people. And I don't know. I don't know too much about their system to say if it's better or not. Maltha Edgar. Sir Rafael, do you think it's a wise decision to upgrade to RTX 30 series, preferably 3060, or should I sit this one out? I'm currently using a 2060. I do a graphics design and 3D viz. That's a good question, Malta. Like if you have a parang my first instinct is to tell you not to upgrade because a 2060 is a very good card. And I mean, look at me. Like right now, I'm playing games which aren't even using my 2080 Ti. And you're using it for graphics design and 3D viz. But then again, parang you might need it eh. Kaso lang, the prices are so high pa rin eh. Sayang eh. So I guess the way you should see it is, do you make money out of these graphic designs and 3D viz? Because if you make money out of this, then that means you can actually literally pay for it using that income. So I would say, if you make money out of your graphic design and 3D viz, go buy it because it's a good investment. Like right now, I have a 2080 Ti. I never knew that I would be video editing, but I got it, and thank God. Like if I didn't have this PC before pandemic hit, I wouldn't have been able to learn all these new skills. And paid off. Like the YouTube videos, they paid off my gaming system, really. Cheese sauce fries. Curious question. Is it required to be talkative to become a lawyer? No. Some of my best friends in law school are actually very soft spoken. And I don't, and there's nothing wrong with being, wait, let me try and get closer to the camera. There's, why it's so fuzzy pa? Alright, but then. Alright, okay. No, it's not. And actually, yung best friend ko sa law school is our valedictorian. And he's, he can be talkative when he wants to be, but usually, he only talks when he wants to. And so, no, you don't need, and he's a great lawyer, so no, you don't need to be talkative. It's time to take a new challenge, like concept videos on building a computer on a boat. Then sail and proceed to remote work on the shoreline. Yeah, okay. So if anyone is willing to lend us a yacht, that'll be very helpful. How do you motivate or discipline yourself in writing a novel? Do you set a standard like I have to write 5,000 words today? Me, it's more of like scenes. Like if I want to finish a certain scene, it's not so much words. It's more of like I have a scene in mind where, for instance, like several people are talking, or that the character is going to a specific space. I conceptualize what it looks like, and I finish the scene. If I can finish the scene, however long or short that is for the day, I'm fine. Like I'm comfortable with my life. The 4,000 series is supposed to be another doubling in performance. Yeah, I'm hoping for that. Updated po ba sa local store yung mga items niyo sa Shopee? We don't have a lot. Not everything we own is on Shopee. And not everything that we sell is on Shopee. And tangin na tong camera na to. Alright, there we go. Parang that's better. Okay, so yeah, not everything is on Shopee and Lazada simply because we're having a hard time getting protected. Like Lazada and Shopee, they don't get our backs when a customer screws us. Like yung air pump na yan, sabi niya sira yung PSU, so when he sent it back, ano yun? Air pump ng unit yung sinend niya. We never got a refund for that. Opinions on movies, TV shows practice the law. A Few Good Men. I recommend the Law School K-drama. It has a jury trial episode. Law School. Ano yung... Hi, Lance. Anong Law School K-drama na yan? Holy shit. Like, I'm really behind in the messages. Okay, here we go. Will it be difficult but to start law school if you've been working for years na? No, I have a friend. He's a lot older than me, I believe. And he was working for many years na. And then he decided to just go to law school. He paid for it and he quit his job. So no, posible naman. Like I see a lot of elderly people. Like not super. He wasn't super old. Like I guess he was like, I think he was in his mid-30s now when he joined law school, and then we were with him in law school. So no, it shouldn't be something that should hold you back. If Mar, you are very serious about becoming a lawyer. Law school is Lance. Okay, law school is the title. So yeah, check it out. Oh, man, I'm hungry. Oh, this talking is making me hungry. Hold on a second. Let me just get my phone. Oh, it's time to go to a commercial break.
What's up, Internet? Mahirap pa rin makakuha ng PC parts ngayon, but that doesn't mean you can't get this shirt to remind you of what you still need. Jokes aside, na totoo naman, we made our very first merch to not only reflect our passion for PC building, but to help you teach your friends what you know through the Hardware Sugar PC Anatomy shirt.
To order, go to our site or click on the link in the video description. Hover over products and select t-shirts. We have 3 designs and they come in sizes ranging from small to XL. Press add to cart, select your delivery option and your payment terms. We deliver anywhere in the Philippines, but you can save on the delivery fee by paying and picking it up in our store in Makati.
And if you wear it long enough, baka maswertehan ka and you'll finally get the go signal from your significant other or your parents to finally get that AIO or RTX 3080 that you've been dying for.
Hello? Alright. Okay. Hello? Yan. Oh, sorry. Back to gaming na tayo kasi I didn't expect to give a talk on career stuff. But hey, it was fun. Alright. Okay. So we're doing... Oh man, these games suck. We're doing 0 Hour. It's parang a tactical Rainbow Six Siege style, but more serious pa than Rainbow Six Siege. A lot of people have watched me already play this game. Well, let me just get into a server first. Problem is, there are not a lot of players sometimes. But when you get into a good game, it's worth it. Ay. And then this interface. You right over there? Let's try Europe. Yeah, still puno naman. Alright, let's try this one. Hero Alvarez, ilang Mbps Wi-Fi plan nyo, sir? Mine is 200 Mbps from Sky Cable. However, I'm planning to move to PLDT or Converge. Mukhang it'll be more like I might have to go PLDT because Converge is not replying to me. Sky Cable's problem is the upload speed. Grabe yung upload speed niya. Yung upload speed ko is only like upload speeds is embarrassingly like only 30 Mbps, but my download is 200. And then when I told Sky Cable when I complained to Sky Cable na, hey, what's up? Like why ako my upload speed is so ang baba ng upload speed ko. They're like, sir, ganun talaga ano yan, basta parang ano yun. Besides, it's ridiculous. And you know, as a content creator who's streaming, the upload speed is very important. What the hell is up with this? No one's here anymore. Okay, let's do this again. See, the problem with this interface is you have to keep going out and in. Uy, kanina ang daming games in the EU server. Ayan. Oh well, let's go to this one.
Your team are out of time.
Hi, Casey Polios. Yeah, I know, right? I thought so also. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Or I think I'm in between. Yeah, I'm in between a game session. Problem with this is they don't tell you also, like, you know, the problem with this game also is it's kind of buggy. Like, you know, like right now it took me a while to enter and see. Okay, so that's an in. That's bulletproof. Pero ang ganda ng lighting, no? Like, I really like how the flashlight, the rays are coming out. Oh shit. We're outnumbered. It's 3 against 5. Alright, let's do this. I heard nga na maganda yung yung Converge na pantay yung download and upload. Yung problema ko lang is they don't like to reply to me. Why? Why Converge? Why? Like I'm game. I'm down. I'm down to you know, switch to you. How come you don't like my business? Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
I haven't played in a long time. I'm a bit weirded out. Second floor. I guess we can go here.
Deploying in 10 seconds. Locate and defuse the bomb.
Oh shit! I had night vision, then after that natanggal. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem, guys. I don't have night vision. I can't see anything. I don't have any night vision. What's he waiting for? Oh fuck. Alright, he just got... Wow. Usually the terrorists never go to night vision. Okay. Oh man, nahihiyap to. I wish I had a flashlight at least. Oh fuck. I'm screwed, guys. I don't know. Can't see where the fuck I'm going.
Friendlies have been neutralized.
Whew. Oh man, the game was over. Alright, well, that game sucked. Ito. My GPU is a 2080 Ti na gigabyte. Oh, so what's everyone gaming now? What's everyone playing with nowadays in terms of gaming? Totoo ba yung title ng video? Tyron Obasa. Yes, the title is correct. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a former law professor and literature professor, and I am playing video games, and I do own a computer shop called Hardware Sugar. You can check out the link in the video description. I'm legit. You can even look up my name. Hi Patrick Star. Sa Metro Manila ka? I'm curious if if your Converge problem is in Metro Manila also. Waiting for it to respawn, guys. Oh, I heard nga Batman Arkham is great. LJ Montemayor. Salamat. Sir, basta fiber, pantay, download, upload. Eh, yung problema ko, hindi nga pantay, pero fiber nga. So, fiber ng Sky Cable. Kulit.
Friendlies have been neutralized.
Alright, here we go, guys. Hi, Lazy Cable Manager. Nice to see you again. Don't worry, I haven't been streaming lately. Been working on some stuff. Oh, God of War is a good one. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so top floor siya. Usually in this map. Alright, let's get the stairs. I know someone's gonna get the stairs now.
Hostiles are moving in.
Keep it together. So 5 on 5 though. 0 hour early access pa ata. Yeah, the game is 0 hour. Hold on a second. I don't think it's early access. I think this is a full game now. Ayan. Gamitin natin yung camera nito. Oh, fuck. He turned off the lights. Okay, Lazy Game Manager, if you're only watching now, it's a 5 on 5 SWAT style serious game match. Oh! Dang. I won't tell you who killed me kasi baka demonetizing video. Hindi, Lazy Game Manager. Hindi, medyo intense nga tong game na to. Like, you really need to plan. And then, you don't respawn. Like, and the matches are long. Like, if you don't, they can go like a full 5 minutes. Like, for each match. And I like it. I like slow but steady kasi that means your life is more meaningful. You don't just like throw yourself at the bad guys and I'll respawn again. No, there's no thinking there. Like, I mean, that's essentially what Call of Duty and Battlefield 2042 do when you're playing those kinds of matches. Ito talaga, you want to live. And look at that lighting. Ang ganda ng lighting and shadows, no? Really gives you away also. And the sounds talaga nakakatakot minsan eh. I think that's my body. I wonder how he killed me. No, I haven't played Summertime Saga yet, Nafi. Early access pa ba to? Okay. That's good to know na early access lang to. That means this is not the full game yet. But parang it's been around for like a year and a half na. So I'm hoping that maybe like PUBG it'll go viral.
All enemies have been neutralized.
Let's go with flashlights and microsight. Flare stick, yeah. Okay, pwede to. We can do this.
Fortify the area.
Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Slow and steady. Okay, so it's in the top, or we need to guard the bomb, which is on the top floor. So usually, you kind of like want to hang out sa mga entry points, like the staircase.
Hostiles are moving in.
Oh fuck. Oh shit, I think everyone defending the hostage is dead. I gotta go. Oh shit, they're rappelling up. Oh fuck. Okay, we gotta go. Fuck. He's defusing. I need help up here. Oh shit! Ah. Yo, one dose. He's already defusing the bomb. You need to get up there. What the hell is my teammate doing? Horrible. Huh? Naging free ang PUBG?
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
What the hell? Alright, I think the bomb is there.
Deploying in 10 seconds.
So I guess we should try go here. How do I go there again?
Locate and defuse the
Nice.
bomb.
Underground. Alright, here we go. Everyone's here together. Oh shit. It's I thought I could run to cover beforehand. Fuck. Alright. Oh, grenade. I heard Halo Infinite is really good now. Kasi parang siyang sandbox game na siya. IGN seems to have a good review about it, but $3,000 is kind of expensive because it's just a campaign. But I heard that you get 26 hours of game time if you play on heroic. So actually that means shorter. That means like if you're playing on regular, maybe only like 18 hours of game time.
Use the planning table to find the bomb. Deploying in 10 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna go roof.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
And look for the fire escape. The hell is the fire escape? I guess. Woo! Clean kill, guys. Clean kill. FF7 remake due to PC on December 16. That's a good one. I actually haven't played FF7 yet in my entire life because I've always been a PC and a Nintendo fan. But like I've always known that it's one of those games that I need to play before I die. That kind of thing.
Use the planning table to find the bomb.
Where's it at?
Deploying in 10 seconds.
Parang okay nga dito.
Locate and defuse the bomb.
Oh shit, I put a flashlight instead. Alright guys, sorry I'm gonna call it early night. I have an early morning tomorrow. But thank you for joining the stream. Oh, and because my camera is also going to die, so tama din. Guys, thanks for joining the stream and for humoring me with me talking about career stuff.